Hello and welcome. You're watching a special podcast by Republic Business, in which we are joined in by a very special guest, Mr. T.N. Suhas, Chief Executive Officer, Flying Wedge Defence and Aerospace. So thank you, Mr. Suhas, for joining us and speaking to us with Republic Business. So since we are talking on the sidelines of Republic Business Emerging Tech Awards, let me begin by asking you, what do you feel about this event? Since the event has just started, you have heard Mr. Goswami's speech, and you have also heard Ritesh Agrawal's speech as well. So what do you have to say, your initial comments about the event?
I in the past I have associated with a lot of media houses, but Republic is always special to me. I'll tell you why. Because we as a company have a tagline of saving Jawans and serving Kisans. So the company is not about only profits, but our company is for the country. This is a company for the country. But when I came here and saw Arnab's speech, so he had the same mindset and he uttered the same exact words that we had in mind. So it's really proud to be a part of this event.
And Suhas, since your company is into drones and aerospace, give me a sense of what exactly do you do?
So I was working on the concept called network-centric warfare system, the future of unmanned warfare. 7 years ago, I have already put this in front of the forces, but at that time it was looking like a Marvel story for them. But now it is not just an imaginary story, which we have been already seeing that in Russia-Ukraine war and Israel-Gaza war, right? So unmanned warfare is one thing that we are working on. Using AI, every element of the warfare will be driven. One of the verticals will be drones. Right. Along with that, we are entering into the unmanned aircrafts, which are huge in size, which are basically the MALE aircrafts and the HALE aircrafts. One of such we already launched, which is FWD-200D bomber. Right. Which is the class of Predator.
And I was reading about your company and your comments in the media outlets, and I just came across a comment in which you said that now farmers will be able to book drones online just like we do Uber and Ola. So can you just take us to the whole concept that you talked about?
Yeah. So this is an initiative by Sri Narendra Modi, Honorable Prime Minister, the Drone Didi scheme, which is already there in place. So self-help group women are given drones, right? We also make drones. There are about 10 to 12 companies which are type certified in this sector. Among them, we are one. Now, talking about farmers, now they get drones. And how do, it would be mostly women entrepreneurs from rural India, tier 3 and villages, right? They would be getting the drones. After getting drones, what are they supposed to do and how are they going to get the business? Like a driver has got a car, but he needs a business, right? That what Ola is providing. Similarly, we are creating a marketplace for that.
Right. And also we are seeing that drone is going to be an integral part, whether it's a food delivery or whether you're saying about the farmers spraying chemicals in the fields. So how do you see the transformation as far as drone is concerned going forward in various sectors? And what is the involvement of drone going forward in the various sectors and the potential that there is in each sector?
So wherever man cannot reach, or you think it is dangerous, drones can always be there. For example, mining, oil and gas industry, various places, even the transport. You can see this VTOLs coming into place, even urban transport. Bangalore is very congested. I'm from Bangalore, I know the pain. So this will definitely help to decongest, but it takes a lot of time.
And last question that I want to ask you is about the defense sector, because we know that the government has opened up certain sectors and foreign direct investment is now allowed in certain sectors. What kind of transformation have you seen now? And what do you expect going forward?
So I would classify this into two types. One is civil aviation by DGCA, which is a regulatory body, and the defense, which is under the MOD. So under the MOD, there are not much changes in the drone sector, I would say, because most of the components are still being imported from China. We still have to go there, but the mindset is definitely changing. And in the last 10 years, we have seen a significant change in this sector where people are at least trying to make things in India. And when you talk about the Digital Sky platform that is developed by Director General Civil Aviation, it's a fantastic concept, and the type certification process, which helps in regularizing the entire industry, that is brought up by India in the first, in the entire world. Now FAA, Federal Aviation Agency of US, is also doing that. Recently, a couple of months ago, they have launched seeing a policy. And when you talk about drones everywhere, right? And obstacle avoidance to collision avoidance, all these things should be there. That is why this Digital Sky platform, where you will be able to entirely track, trace, and allot a particular channel where the drone has to fly. Everything would be AI and it would be a swamp.
And the last question, what one word that comes to your mind when you think about the future of defense sector and the integrated story of Make in India and defense sector in India?
The defense sector in India will only depend on chip making, I'll tell you, because that is where we are heavily dependent on foreign imports.
Right.
We have tried to indigenize it 85%, but the 15% is still there, which is a critical component, the controllers and the processors. We might have to make it like as soon as possible, and yes, the doors are already open for it. And once it is there, we are going to play a significant role in the world, and I'm sure about it.
Thank you, Mr. Suhas. Thank you for joining us and speaking to Republic Business.
Thank you. Thanks a lot for having me.